You applied for a credit card. 3 seconds later, approved. No human read your application. Nobody at the bank knows your name. A machine decided, using a number you didn't choose, built from data you never handed over. Here's how that number quietly runs your financial life. Right now, 2 people are applying for the same card. Same salary, same city, same age. One gets approved, one gets rejected. The difference isn't money. It's a 3-digit number between 300 and 850. Most people think the bank makes the decision when you apply. It doesn't. The decision was mostly made years ago. By your own behavior, recorded by companies you've never spoken to. Let's meet them. Three companies, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, keep a file on you. Every card you've opened, every loan, every payment you've made, and every one you've missed. You never signed up for this. Lenders report your behavior automatically. The file exists whether you like it or not. What's in it? Your accounts, your limits, your balances, and every time you've applied for credit. What's not in it? Your salary, your savings, your rent, most of your actual financial life. In 1989, a company called Fair Isaac turned that file into a single number, the FICO score. It's a recipe with 5 ingredients. Payment history, 35%. Do you pay on time? The biggest slice by far. Amounts owed, 30%. If your limit is 1,000 and you're using 900 of it, the recipe reads that as strain, even if you pay it off. Length of history, 15%. New credit, 10. Credit mix, 10. Notice what's not in the recipe. Your income, your savings, your job title. The score doesn't know and doesn't care how much you earn. Killian voiced his hoes, Tiki compass to help come commits a pine to Felisa hope. So what happens when you hit apply? The bank's computer pulls your file, reads your score, and checks your income against its own rulebook. How much do you earn? How much do you already owe? How hungry is this bank for new customers this quarter? Then it sorts you into one of 3 piles. Yes, no, or maybe. Only the maybe pile ever reaches a human being. And because every bank has its own rulebook, the same person, same score, can be rejected by one bank and approved by another on the same day. The score is shared, the appetite isn't. Here's the part that surprises almost everyone. The score doesn't measure wealth. A millionaire who never borrowed can score lower than a student with one small credit card. Because the score answers exactly one question. How likely are you to miss a payment in the next 2 years? It doesn't measure how rich you are. It measures how predictable you are. Now here's the thing most people never consider. You are not the customer of the credit bureaus. The banks are. The bureaus collect your data for free, package it into a score, and sell it to lenders, landlords, phone companies, insurers. Your behavior is the raw material, the score is the product, and the buyer is never you. Which explains the strangest rule in finance. To get credit, you need a history of using credit. No history means no score. Tens of millions of people are what the industry calls credit invisible. Not risky, just unmeasured. and the system can't approve what it can't measure. The system doesn't reward having money, it rewards being measurable. So can you play this game? Yes, 4 moves. 1. Pay on time. Every time. Automate it. That's a third of the recipe. 2. Keep your card usage low. Using 10% of your limit reads better than 90. 3. Never close your oldest card. It's carrying your history. 4. Don't apply for 5 things in 1 month. Every application leaves a mark on the file. So next time you tap apply and the answer comes back in 3 seconds, remember what actually happened. 3 files were pulled, 5 ingredients were weighed, 1 number made the call, a number that took years to build and seconds to read. You weren't judged by a banker. You were judged by your own paper trail. That's not creepy. Okay, it's a little creepy, but mostly, it's kind of genius. Did it click? Next up, we leave the bank and open the machine. How does AI actually learn? Not the buzzwords, the real mechanics, 1 step at a time. See you there.